Hello and welcome to this SAP Intelligent Robotic Process Automation demo session. Today I'll be showing you how the automated upload of manual entries bot can help you upload GL postings, supplier invoices, customer invoices directly into S/4HANA. In a business context, typically the business user receives multiple requests on a daily basis to upload direct GL postings or supplier invoices or customer invoices into the S/4HANA system. We now have a bot that can ease with this manual workload. So today we are going to take a look at the different steps involved in this process flow, and then we will jump into the system and understand how the bot functions. So as a first step, the business user receives an email with input files for GL upload or supplier invoice upload or customer invoice upload or all of them together. Now the executive triggers the bot to read the email account, retrieve these files and download them into a local folder. After the bot reads the email and retrieves the information, the data transformation is carried out by the bot, and then the bot uploads the information into the S/4HANA system. After the information has been uploaded, the bot then creates a status report and sends it back to the business user via email. So we will look at all these components in the system now. First of all, I have my email inbox where I have received an email with these two attachments, one for customer invoice information, another one for GL journal entry information. So let us look at what this input looks like. So these are two Excel templates in which the user receives the information via email. So the bot now is able to come to this email and read this information and download this into a working folder on the local machine. So as you can see, there is some test data maintained here for the bot to run. So before we can actually run the bot, we have a few prerequisite steps that we have to take. So first of all, we have to identify the S/4HANA system into which we want to do this upload activity. So here I have my S/4HANA system open, and I also have my Intelligent Robotic Process Automation Cloud Factory open. So on the Cloud Factory, I have to identify an environment where I will deploy this bot. So I have my own environment set up over here where I have deployed this bot package called Automated Upload of Manual Entries. This is the latest version that I have retrieved from my bot store. Along with this package, I have also set up a trigger so that this bot can be available to me during this entire time frame for execution. Now, apart from setting up the package and setting a trigger, we also have to define some variables so that the bot knows things like which system it has to run in, which email address it has to access, and which folder it has to store the data to. So all these variables can be defined right here in the Cloud Factory. First variable that I define is the system URL. So this is basically the same SAP S/4HANA system URL that I want to do my upload into. The second variable is the communication user that the bot will use in order to run the API that performs the upload into S/4HANA. So this communication user will have a user ID and a password which has to be maintained here as a variable. After this, I have to define the root folder on my local machine where the bot will download all the input files and process them. Additional to this, I will also have to define the email address in Outlook as well as the recipient email address who is going to receive the final summary report. Once all these variables have been defined, I have my bot available on my desktop agent, which I can then trigger for further processing. So as you can see here, my bot automated upload for manual entries is ready to go. So we can start this bot. So once the bot has loaded, I see these two options for fetching journal entries from Outlook as well as automatic upload. So let me do the first step. So the bot quickly reads through my variables on the Cloud Factory and just cross-checks with me that the root folder that I maintained here is correct. So I can either pick this one or I have an option to change it. For now, I'll pick the existing root folder into which I want to do my downloads. Clicking on Run then instructs the bot to go into the corresponding Outlook email, retrieve the files and download it. So I get a successful message over here, which I can confirm by going into my root folder, and I can see that there is a to be processed folder created here, and the 2 files from my email have been downloaded. Now moving on to the next step, I can trigger the bot to do the automatic upload into the S4HANA system. So again, the bot goes and reads all these variables created in Cloud Factory, and it cross-checks with me that the root folder is indeed the one that I have maintained in the Cloud Factory. So I can again point to the same root folder where the downloaded files are available. I also have to point out to a result folder where I want to store the information, the summary report that the bot generates. So I will point to the same folder for now. And this email address has been picked up from the Cloud Factory variable. I can either change this or add additional email addresses that I want to send the summary report to. After these 3 settings are maintained, I can click on Run to execute the bot. Now this is an API bot, so you will not see any processes happening on the S4HANA screen, unlike the other UI bots. So this happens in the background, and once the process is completed, it generates the output report and sends out an email. You will of course get a pop-up message saying that the process has been successful or unsuccessful. So in this case, we have succeeded in doing the upload. And I can clarify that by going into my email, and I see the bot execution report has been sent to me. This is again a simple Excel report that shows what has been uploaded. So this tells me which bot has been run on which system, when and by whom. And on the report side, I can see that the 2 files that have been input have now been processed successfully. And the results of the upload are here. So these 2 accounting documents have been generated. So now I can copy one of these and cross-check on my S4HANA system to see whether the posting has actually happened or not. So I find the posting has been created over here, and I can confirm that the user ID that the bot uses has created the posting on the specific date. I can see the 2 line items from my input file have been loaded over here successfully. So this same information is also available in the local working folder. So if I go back to my folder, I will see that the to be processed folder is empty because the bot has completed the processing and it has created 2 new folders, completed and error. In our case, we don't have any errors, so the error folder is going to be empty. And in the completed folder, you will find the 2 input files that have been processed. And also under the main root folder, you will find the summary that was sent via email also available here for further review. So this brings us to the end-to-end process of automated upload of manual entries bot. I thank you for joining me for today's session. See you on the next one.